Welcome to Bed Crime Stories podcast. I'm your host, T. And if true crime is your jam, and like me, you enjoy delving into unsolved cases, trying to figure out who done it, please consider subscribing. Also, if you find value in my content, please hit that like button. Yesterday, I shared a recording of the Wells neighbor, Jody Sue Brown, saying that she called the police that day. However, it wasn't clear if Jody Sue meant that she called the police on the day of Summer's disappearance, June 15th, or if she called the police the day before to report Jackie Dobbs showing up on their property and trespassing. In re-listening to Ziggy's interview with Fred Hill, I'm really questioning now who made the second 911 call on June 15th. More and more, it's appearing that Candace did not dial 911 to report Summer missing. Now, I know Fred Hill is a fanciful liar. He told Ziggy a lot of things that simply aren't true. And he's the one who took her to the burn pit and showed her the bones that he knew full well were those of an animal and not a human. So yes, we must take anything Fred Hill says with a huge grain of salt. But intermingled with his many lies, there are some truths. So we can't just throw away everything he says as being made up. We have to kind of sift through it very carefully. Now listen to what Fred Hill tells Ziggy about the 911 calls on the day Summer disappeared.
I even asked Don straight up. I said, Don, you're wanting me to help you and stuff. You're not acting like you're worried or concerned at all, but you're wanting help. But I said, was there an accident or something? Oh, if Candace, something like that happened, she'd call the law. I said, she ain't gonna call the law. I said, just like, why did you call 911? Why did she call you for you to call 911? Oh, she don't like to talk to police. I said, it didn't hurt her to call on you. I said, she called on you for you beating up her boyfriend. She can't call for her young listen.
Fred makes it clear to Ziggy that Don Wells was the one who called 911, that Candace called him, told him that Summer was missing, and then he was the one who called 911. And he's saying, why couldn't she call? She called the cops on you when you beat up her boyfriend. So it seems that Fred Hill is saying that Candace did not call 911. Can we believe Fred Hill about that? I don't know. But let's just run with it for a second. Let's say that Jody Sue was referring to the call that she made to the sheriff's office to report Jackie Dobbs trespassing. So she isn't the person who made the second 911 call on June 15th. And let's believe Fred Hill when he says that Candace did not call 911. Because why would she call 911 when she'd alerted Don that Summer was missing and she knew he was going to call 911? It doesn't make sense for both of the parents to dial 911. So who then put in that second call on June 15th? Someone who is a very skilled researcher and whose information more often than not turns out to be true, has told me that the Wells' middle son, the one who was known to comfort Summer when the other boys would pick on her, this person told me that that second son is the one who made the second 911 call. And I have to say that that would make sense. If that child has a special bond with his sister, he would likely be the one who was concerned the most and would want to call 911. Now, I cannot say that this information that I received from this normally very reliable source is 100% true. I can't say that. Right now, it's hearsay because I personally have not heard the 911 calls, and nobody else has either, other than law enforcement, because they haven't been released. The only thing we have is the dispatch operator sharing the report of Summer's disappearance with the police units working that night. But it's something interesting to consider in a case where we know so few facts about Summer's disappearance and about June 15th. So I'm just throwing it out there. It's definitely an interesting tidbit of information, and one day when the calls are released, we'll know if it was true or not. Now, on your way out, please hit that like button. Also, if you want to support my channel and my YouTube journey, you can now leave me a donation in the comments section. Until the next time on Bed Crime Stories.